Greetings and welcome to the World Numismatic News, and let's take a quick look at one of the earliest coins produced by the US Mint, the 1792 silver half-diem coin. There is some amount of debate as to whether or not the 1792 silver half-diem should be counted as a pattern coin or not. On the one hand, the coin was technically minted before the mint was ready to start large-scale coining operations, and was only minted once and then never issued again. Now, there has been a lot of misinformation surrounding this coin over the centuries. One of the best was that Martha Washington supposedly posed for the Opva's portrait of Lady Liberty, the same as with the Birch Scent portrait, or that perhaps George and Martha Washington donated their household silver flatware or silver serving trays in order to be melted down for these coins to be minted. These claims can be traced back to, at the very least, 1860, when Mint Director Snowden wrote in a description of ancient and modern coins in the cabinet of the United States Mint, where he said, "The bust of Liberty is popularly supposed to represent the features of Martha Washington, who is said to have sat for the artist while he was designing it. This piece is said to have been struck from the private plate of Washington, which is not unlikely, considering the great interest which he took in the operations of the infant mint." The claims have since been scuttled as popular fiction without a shred of evidence behind them. However, it is further confused by a later discovery of a document that is known as the McAllister Memorandum that records a conversation with Adam Eckfeldt, who was a high-ranking official at the Mint during those early days, where he claims that George Washington deposited $100 worth of silver to have 2,000 of these coins minted, that Washington could have then distributed personally. I'm not going to go into the complicated details here, but suffice it to say that the story has some serious holes in it, and it doesn't hold up particularly well under scrutiny. On the other hand, something that does hold up and has actual evidence is the story that the coins were minted under the direction of Thomas Jefferson instead, not the least of which is Thomas Jefferson's household account book itself, where he records that he deposited $75 at the mint for coining on July 11th, 1792. This was probably in the form of silver bullion of some kind or the other, and then received 1,500 of the new half-dimes 2 days later. We also know that he immediately began to spend these coins on his way home to Monticello. Today, most of the coins that remain of this particular issue are well worn and show signs of circulation, with a surviving population of between 250 and maybe 400 coins if you're being more optimistic. The idea that these were treated as circulating coins is then again further reinforced by George Washington's State of the Nation address that he gave on November the 6th, 1792, where he remarked that in the creation of the National Mint, there has been a small beginning in the coinage of half-dimes, the want of small coins in circulation calling for the first attention to them. By example, a PCGS graded example of this issue with a grade of F15 was sold at auction in 2024 during the Central States Show for the sum of $102,000. But in 2013, the Floyd Star example of the coin, graded by PCGS as SP67, was sold at auction for the record-setting $1,410,000. So I think that lays a fair foundation for the argument as to why the 1792 half-dime should be considered as a circulating coin and not, in fact, a pattern. But the same can, however, not be said of the next coin, which is of the same design, but instead struck in copper rather than silver. So it is not unfair to say that this is to be considered as the pattern for the 1792 half-dime, probably minted in order to to test the dies before minting in silver, as silver was in short supply. This coin is also unique, as only this one coin is known to exist today. Graded by NGC, it was assigned the grade of AU55 Brown and was sold at auction in 2015 for $824,850. Subscribe to WNN and feel free to watch another video about the 1787 Brasher doubloon right here next. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.